So, welcome to Metal League Misery, the series where I walk you through all my ranked games. We are currently in ranked placement match number 3. And we've had this very same map, Altai, 3 times now. And this time we are going up against the Holy Roman Empire. And yeah, this is going to be the third match of this series. I basically document and look back on all my ranked games that I've played this season in order to basically learn what I did wrong, what I did right, and how I can counter certain strategies that I ran into. And I basically decided, I could do this for myself, or I could make a little series out of it, and maybe some people will enjoy it or learn a thing or two, or just laugh at how bad I'm playing. So, with all that out of the way, we will get back into the game. Now, previously, I'm going to put it on caster mode first. Previously, we usually played these things at 4 times speed, and then I basically recorded both matches separately and did some editing in the back. This time, I will do the commentary live, while I watch the replay and basically switch between both perspectives. So yeah, that's pretty much all the technical out of the way. I went for the same 2-2-2 build, so you can see 2-2-2, and I'm massing villagers and food. And I'm also building a mill here for the early wheelbarrow. Hold on, let me put the camera vision, so now on the map you can see what the players see. And if you look at it, what he's doing, he's very focused on his base building, very focused on his macros. He has 6 on food and 4 on gold. He doesn't go for the early wheelbarrow, and at this time, that's about the only difference between us two. I'm scouting the map. And so, going into this match, I was feeling quite confident because this is the same map I played my other 2 ranked games before. And to be honest, my first 2 matches of this season were very simple. So I spot his thing. Let's see what else I see here. The gold. I see he's on gold. I see a couple of uncontested sheep, which I'm going to yoink. Oh, it's a good time when you can find the sheep in the back of the base. They're just always seem to be there, and it's the last place you check. He doesn't seem too concerned. I'm trying not to get housed, maybe a little bit early. I'm already on the deer, and he's on this gold again. He's building a mill. Alright. And he's also getting the Archon Chapel. And his age up is of course faster. 1 because Prelate, and 2 because I went for the early wheelbarrow. I'm very okay with that. That's how I play most of my matchups, because otherwise, if I don't get wheelbarrow early, I forget about it, and I want to get it anyway because it's a hugely beneficial upgrade. So he has the Archon Chapel, puts the priests inside, and now everybody's extra holy and inspired, and people work more. So, one thing I don't like about my base versus his base feels very compact. So, if you take a look at his base, everything is his Archon is going to get this deer, it's going to get the wood, and his gold is pretty safe at the back. I don't know what this council hall placement is like. I don't know, I guess it's protective, but whatever. I don't know, my base feels more spread out, but maybe that's just a feeling. Okay, we're going to go back to the camera perspectives. I'm scouting the back here. So yeah, not much going on. That's a lot of sheepies, okay? That's, whenever I come back with 8 sheepies, that's a good haul. And let's try and kill this scout here. It's somewhat of lost mining time, but I don't know. If you deny vision, it's good. And at this point, he doesn't have a scout anymore. And I have 2. So that's a good thing. Okay, let's speed this up a little bit. Finally get my council hall. I'm don't know if you saw this, but I'm putting vills on the stone so I can get a second TC. Because my plan at this point was, as you can see, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put the second TC and secure my base. So I'm going to place a wall here. My plan was, he's HRE, he's going to be booming, and I want to boom as well, so I want to compete with him economically at least a little bit, so I'm going to get a second TC. And I don't know why I thought this, but I thought like, okay, he's HRE, he's not going to be too aggressive in the early game, so maybe I can get away with an early TC. And the idea is not bad, but I should have established more presence on the map, and that's what I feel like I'm doing right now, so that's why these units are here. I'm like trying to keep him in his base. He's getting a tower for when I would, like, if I ever wanted to push his wood line. At least he has a tower up. And yeah, these men-at-arms and pikemen, they do wonders versus my force here. I mean, that's a pikeman, but when I shoot the men-at-arms, it's not going to be... I try to focus on the pikes, and then you'll see the damage as soon as I do the men-at-arms. I mean, I'm basically tickling them. Okay, let's go back to the camera vision. He's building houses. I feel like he's he's a macro-oriented player. And he wants to be basically left alone, and I'm basically... I mean, this is a wild scout. I don't know. This scout is on a fucking mission. What is the scout? Oh my god, is he gonna make it out? Oh my god, the hero. The champ. That's 14 HP. He lives. Wow. I mean, there's gonna be tales written about him in legend. Okay, sorry for the silliness. That was just impressive. So yeah, this is actually, I didn't know this about him, but I mean, it's 10 minutes and he has a bunch of farms here, which is, if you compare it to me, sorry, I'm just still struggling with the farms. So I have 3 farms, right? I have, we have about equal numbers of people on food. But I feel like the farm sets you up for a way better late game scenario. And I'm slowly adding them. But, I mean, he's made the upfront investment already. Like, he's safe for the rest of the game. He doesn't have to worry about food. I mean, he's even, like, getting these berries in the back here. But, like, this is super, super face. He has a tower here. You have to go around his racks and around the town center to get to his wood line. And he's walled off this part here. So, this is very smart from his part. Like, it's going to take a lot for me to... have to walk all the way around here. So yeah, it's very, very smart smart play from him. He spots my units with the knight. Or is it a horse? No. What? That was a knight, right? Okay, never mind. So he spots the... I have gathered enough stone. In fact, I've actually over-gathered, so I basically lost a bunch of time. And I'm just getting men-at-arms, longbows... And I feel like at this point, because he's already shown me the lineage arms, at this point, I'm already making a mistake by not making an archery range and pumping out crossbowmen. Because that's one of the few things that is actually going to help me... Oh no, wait, that's edge 3. I need to age up for that first, sorry. So that's what I'm doing right now. And this is going to be another mistake. This is a big mistake. Okay, so... I assume, at this point, this is all I see about him, so I don't really have enough information. But as you can see... sorry. Buttons are hard. He's getting the Burgrave, okay? The armor chat printer. And as you can see, he's already printing. So he's going to have a ton of armored units. I mean, no surprise, it is the Holy Roman Empire. And I'm going to be woefully unprepared for this. And on top of that, this King's Palace, is just so exposed. Like, there's nothing here. And I probably should have built this in the back. And I'm getting 2 TCs at the same time. So I'm, like, making a super, super greedy play. And I'm basically hoping that he doesn't attack me. Which, if I would have seen this, I would have never built my second TC, or I would have never gone King's Palace. Because I'm basically dead. So, because he's just going to print units. And, yeah, I mean... Yes, 11 men of arms, he's just... These arrows might as well not do anything. Look at this. So. That's it. I have like 5 units left, and he has 20 units running around. He also has a second TC, by the way. He has one here. Okay, and now it's just up to him. Like, when does he realize it? Because he's basically won the game. He sees my production. I have nothing anymore. I have 14 vills doing nothing. Probably because we're getting attacked. And yeah, I'm just trying to... Like, I have 12 vills doing nothing. I have vill doing nothing here. I'm frantically trying to gather gold. And I just don't have the production. I only got 2 archer ranges now, and they're very upfront. So if he really wanted to, he could destroy it immediately. I'm trying to get like 1 single crossbow, but I mean, it's not going to work. So at this point, the game's basically lost. He can run under this forever. It won't do nothing for him. And I have this town center. I have this town center. This King's Palace is doing nothing. It maybe made like 2 free workers, and he can just run over me. Doesn't matter. So at this point, the game is basically lost. I have some upgrades. I'm trying to get another barracks up. I don't know why I build a barracks. I need a crossbows more than anything at this point, and I'm not even building them because I'm just panicking. And so this is the upside of this build, right? So he's calm. Like, he sits back. He has this massive economy working for him. Let's look at what he has. He doesn't have an archery range because he doesn't need it because it's HRE. He has this castle. If I ever were to defeat his push for some reason, he can pick up relics uncontested. He has basically the entire map for him. And he's slowly sieging down the King's Palace. And I have nothing to contest it for him, and I don't know if he realizes how up he is right now. So let's just play this from here. We'll watch it through his vision. So he sees, okay, I destroyed the landmark. Let's continue. Let's see his army. So he has 2 mangoes, 5 knights. That's +2, +3. He's got these prelates in the back healing as well. Very nice. And yeah, he's pretty safe. So I realize I'm fucked. There's nothing I can do at this point, and I just GG. So takeaways. So I should have never went 3 TCs basically. I should have just stuck to the King's Palace and built it where I built the second TC initially, and maybe instead of gathering stone, I would have maybe built a couple more archery ranges and age up faster. So if I aged up faster, I would have gotten crossbowmen earlier, which allowed me to maybe survive versus the printer. And the second thing I did really wrong was I just assumed what his playstyle was without actually decently scouting. Like, yes, I had a scout, but I did nothing with the information I had. Not that I had much information to begin with, but the point is I just didn't know what he was doing, and I was just assuming that he'll sit back, he'll grab a couple of relics, and then eventually he'll attack me. And so I just felt very hubris, a lot of hubris, whatever the word is. I just felt a little bit too cocky in this match, and I definitely made a bunch of mistakes, and that King's Palace placement was also horrible, and I basically got caught with my pants down trying to go for an uber greedy build, and it cost me the game. His macro was also really solid. He had a very solid wood line and food economy. His Aachen Chapel was beautiful, and I feel like his timings were also, I mean, he aged up like 4 minutes something, so his timings were very good. And yeah, so there's my takeaways. The current standing of my ranked matches is 2 wins, 1 losses, all 3 games in Altai. I hope we get another map next time. And yeah, good luck in the fields of history, and see you next time.